Okay, in this video, I'm gonna discuss on the properties of definite integral. So now let's look at the first one. So if you are given the integration, alright, the integral of the limit from a to a for the function fx, this one will give you 0. Why? Because if you have, let's say, from a to a, you have only a single line. A single line doesn't give you any area. So that's why you have a 0 area. Alright. Now the second one, if you have the integrate of a to b for the function fx, it can be written or it can be in a different term which is equivalent to negative b to a. This one, because you interchange the limit from a to b, you interchange to b to a. Why is it a negative? Because one is towards a positive direction, one is towards a negative direction. Alright, so b to a towards a negative direction. The third one, which is a to b with the constant k fx dx, I think this is what you have done before. You can always factor out the k. Next, a to b fx plus minus gx. You have separated two terms with the plus minus. You can also separate it with the plus minus of two integration. So a to b, a to b. It's the same thing. The last one, this is the crucial part. Alright, so you have to know a bit that if you have an integration for a limit between a to c, alright, let's see if you look at from the graph from a to c, alright, this one, you can actually find it from sum of the two areas, which is from a to b, this area, the shaded area of a green color, and the area of b to c. So if you sum the two areas, you can have the total area of a to c. So that is the properties. Now let's look at the example on how to use the properties. Alright, for example, you are given this. Suppose that you are given 5 to 9 fx dx, you will have equivalent to negative 4, and integrate of 5 to 9 gx, you're going to get 7. Then they ask you the question, find the integral of 5 to 9 5x plus gx equivalent to dx. Now from here you can see there are a few properties that you can use. The first one is a constant. You can actually factor out the constant 5, and you are separated with plus, so you can actually separate it into two terms of integral. So you can write it as 5 integrate 5 to 9 for the function fx, and then dx, plus by integrate 5 to 9 for the function gx dx. Okay, now you are given already the 5 to 9 fx and 5 to 9 is gx. So what you have to do next is just simply substitute. The fx function, you're going to get negative 4. The gx function, you're going to get 7. So it can be equivalent to 5 multiplied by negative 4 plus by 7. Simple as that. So this is only algebra, and then you simplify, you're going to get negative 20 plus 7, which is going to give you negative 13. So that is your answer. Let's look at another question. Let's say this question. Okay, if you are given, suppose that negative 3 until 3 fz equivalent 0, and negative 3 to 6, integrate of that, you're going to get 3. And they ask you to find negative 3 until 6 for the function f for z dz. Right, now to solve for this question, so you try to look at what are the property that you can use. If you look at the information given, you have negative 3 to 3, negative 3 to 6, and they ask question 3 to 6. But from the property that you know, which is this property, this one, the properties say that if you want a total of from a to c, you need to have limit a to b plus by limit b to c, which is these two must be the same. So the first term boundary b is upper boundary, and the second term b is a lower boundary. So is there anything you can relate with the information given? So what you can say that this is the lowest limit that you have. So you have negative 3. Okay, then the highest limit that you have is 6. So you can have 6. And then this one can be break up into, I can write it into negative 3, And I can choose two sides, which is the two areas from negative 3 to 3, plus by another area from the 3 to 6, which is 3 to 6. So this apply the property that you know just now. Okay, now just write it in terms of FZ. So FZ. So the question 1 is this one. This is what the question 1. The one that you know is negative 3 to 3, which is equivalent to 0. For this is equivalent to 0. And negative 3 to 6 is equivalent to 3, which is this. Equivalent to 3. So you can write in algebra terms, which is 3 equivalent to 0 plus by the integrate of 3 is 6 FZ dz. So this is just algebra. If you want to know this term, how you can do? You just play around. Which is basically this would be equivalent to integrate of 3 to 6 FZ dz. Okay, if you bring your 0 to the other side, you're still going to get equivalent to 3. But again, the question asking for negative 4 FZ. So if you want negative 4 FZ for the limit 3 to 6 dz, you can write it in negative 4 factor out. So 3 to 6 FZ dz. Your this one is equivalent to 3. So you will have equivalent to negative 4 multiplied by 3, which is going to give you negative 12. Okay.